Well, hello and welcome back. I'll now read from Ken Schoolin's The Adventures of Jonathan Gullible, a Free Market Odyssey, Chapter 8, Two Zoos. I'm really enjoying this book, and I think you'll enjoy it too. So, Two Zoos. First, a quote. The state represents violence in a concentrated and organized form. Mahatma Gandhi, 1869 to 1948. Continuing on his way, Jonathan puzzled over the rules of this troubled island. Surely the people wouldn't live with laws that made them so unhappy. There must be a good reason. The land looked so green and the air was so soft and warm. This should be paradise. Jonathan relaxed his stride as he passed through the town. He reached a stretch of road with a formidable iron fences lining both sides. Behind the fence on his right stood strange animals of many sizes and shapes: tigers, zebras, monkeys, too many to count. Behind the other fence on the left paced dozens of men and women, all wearing black and white striped shirts and pants. The two groups facing each other across the road looked bizarre. Spotting a man wearing a blue uniform and twirling a truncheon, Jonathan approached the guard as he marched between the locked gates. Jonathan asked politely, "What are these fences for?" Keeping a steady rhythm with his feet and club, the guard proudly replied, "One encloses our animal zoo." "Oh," said Jonathan, staring at a group of furry animals with prehensile tails leaping up from the walls of their cage. The guard, accustomed to giving tours to the local children, continued to lecture. "See the excellent variety of animals over there?" He gestured toward the right side of the road. "They're brought to us from all over the world. The fence keeps the animals safely in a place where the people can study them. Can't have strange animals wandering around and harming society, you know." "Wow," exclaimed Jonathan. "It must have cost you a fortune to bring animals from all over the world and to provide for them here." The guard smiled at Jonathan and shook his head slightly. "Oh, I don't pay for the zoo myself. Everyone on Corumpo pays a zoo tax." "Everyone?" asked Jonathan, self-consciously, feeling the bottom of his empty pockets. "Well, some folks try to avoid their responsibilities. These reluctant citizens say they have no interest in the zoo. Others refuse because they believe animals should be studied in their natural habitat." The guard turned to face the fence on the left of the road, rapping the heavy iron gate with his club. "When citizens refuse to pay the zoo tax, property tax, tall tax, or window tax, we place them here, safely behind these bars. Such strange people can then be studied. They too are prevented from wandering around and harming society." Jonathan's head began to spin from disbelief. Comparing the two groups behind the fences, he wondered if he could pay for the maintenance of this guard and the two zoos. He gripped the iron bars and scrutinized the proud faces of the inmates in striped clothing. Then he studied the haughty expression of the face of the guard, who continued to pace back and forth, twirling his club. That same old yellow cat was weaving in and out of the bars of the zoo, always on the prowl for a meal. The guard pounded a bar loudly with his stick, and the cat scampered behind Jonathan's leg. He then sat down to lick his forepaw and scratch the fleas behind his torn ear. "I'll bet you love mice, don't you, cat?" "Lots of mice," said Jonathan, patting him on the head. Jonathan named his new companion. "How about Mises?" "Well, Mises, you've been on both sides of the fence. On which side of the bars are those of greater harm?" That is the end of Chapter 8, The Two Zoos. I hope you're enjoying this. I know I am. Each chapter seems to reveal even more. And this is actually my first time reading. I try to practice each chapter before I read it out loud, but this is my first time reading the book as you're hearing it. And so I hope you're really enjoying it. And I hope you will like and share and expose other people to this wonderful story as well. Have a good day, and I will see you tomorrow with Chapter 9, Making Money.